Hello everyone! In this video, we're going to make a figure in AutoCAD that comprises lines, angles, and we're also going to put some dimensions, including linear, aligned, and angular dimensions. But before we start, I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Desiree Riveros and I'm currently enrolled at Batangas State University, and it's my second year in the program BS Industrial Engineering. So let's get started. So, as we open the AutoCAD app, this is what we're going to see. We have line, polyline, circle, and it has many commands and functions that is important in our designs and drafting. And as a short description, AutoCAD stands for Computer Aided Design, and it is a software used for designing and drafting, and it allows the users to meet the required level of technical accuracy, perform rapid design calculations, and of course, the simulation in the field of manufacturing industry. And as you can see, there is an image here, and this will serve as our guide or reference in our activity for today. Okay, so as we start, these two lines. Notice these two lines. We have the green one and the red one. So this vertical line is our y coordinate, and this, or y-axis I mean, and this horizontal line is our x-axis. Okay, so in the start, we're just going to type L, and enter, or just click this line over here, and this will ask you for the first point. So we need to specify our first point, and in the image we have 1 and 1. Okay, so just gonna type 1, 1 in these two boxes, and then enter. And now we have our starting point. And for the next point, it is set in the image 4.1 and 1. So for our next point, we're just gonna use this hashtag or number sign and enter the 2 points, 4.1, comma, and 1. Okay, so for our next point, we have 4.5 and 2.2. Hashtag 4.5, comma 2.2. So far, we have the same lines as with the image. And for our next line, we have the given length of 2.3, and it was just a straight line going to the right. So we can say that the angle was 0. So we're just going to type 2.3 and enter. And for our next line, we have another new line which is slanted or in a diagonal form. So our given was 1.4 length and a 150 angle. So in this case, we are not going to type the 150 angle because we have a straight line here, and we will assume that we have another vertical line here for us to see and to get the accurate angle we are going to use. So our angle is 180 minus our given angle here, 150. So the answer is 30. So let's see if we have the same angle as the image here in the left. So let's type at 1.4 tab 100 or 30 and enter. Okay, we get the true or the correct line. Then we're just going to position here in the 90 degrees because it is going up, and the length is 2.1. So let's just type 2.1. Enter. And then for our next line, the given is 150 degrees also and 1.6 length. So it is the same as what it was in our previous line, but it is going left. So our equation is, or 180 minus 60, and the answer is 120 degrees. So where did I get the 60? Our given angle is 150, and we are at the 90 degrees. So 150 minus 90 is equals to 60. So 180 minus 60 is 120. Okay, let's type at 1.6 the length, tab 120. Enter. Okay, and for our next line, the length is 1.3, and we're going left, and we're just going to have the straight line, or 180 degrees. So we're just going to put 1.3, enter. That's it. Another is we have 1.4 length of a line, and we're going downwards. It's also 190 degrees or 270 degrees. It's just the same. Let's type 1.4. Enter. And our next line, we have 45 degrees. We're just going to position for a specific angle. It is given 45, but we are going left. So we're just going to minus 180 minus 45, it is 150. So position it here, or just type at 2.2 tab 130. Enter. Another straight line with a length of 1. We're just going to type 1 and then enter. Enter. And another line of 1.5, and we're going downwards. So it is just like the other 45 degrees. It is 135, but we are going downwards, so it is negative 135. It is also 225 degrees. So where did I get the 225? Is the 360 or minus 135. Okay, let's add 1.5 and next negative 100. And for our next line, it is also straight, another straight line with a length of 1. So it's going to type 1. And for our next line, it has a length of 2.3 and 60 degrees. So it is also going downwards. So we're going to have negative 60 or 300. Another 360 minus 60 is 300. So it is the same, negative 60 or 300. We can choose with the both of them. And that is, I guess, the last line. And we're going to close our figure. Just type close or see at the other version. And that's it. For our next task, we're going to put the dimensions of this figure. And it is also for us to check whether we put the right length or angle to come up with this figure. Okay, so let's click the dimension here. And for us to pick whether linear, aligned, or angular, we're just going to click this drop down button and we have this choice. We also have these other choices, but we're not going to use this in our activity for today. So we're just going to choose the linear for straight line. Okay, first click the starting point up until its end point. So let's just drag it down. Okay, so we have the right length here. Yes, we have. And another straight line. As you can see, it has only one decimal place, but if we desire of having 2, 3, or 4, we're just going to type the dim style or go to the other way and click the modify. And let's choose the primary, and here the precision, we're going to click this and choices whether we like only 1, 2, 3, and the following. Okay, let's click this. Or if we would like to change the height of our text, here it is. Either 1.7 or 1.8, but I decided to be 0.156. Now there we also have the size or arrow. If we desire to be big or just small for us to fit our measurements. So that is what we're going to do. Okay, and then close. The other way for us to change or modify our dimension style, we're just going to go and annotate, and then the standard, and let's click this manage dimension line, and here it is. Okay, for another straight line, where is our linear? This is straight line up until the end, and 2.1, yes. Another straight line here, linear. 1.2 here. Okay, that's what look up one. Or there's straight line. There's none. So let's go on to the aligned dimension. And it is for the slant lines or the diagonal ones. It's 1.4. Another align. And the last one. Okay. And next is our angle. For this, we're just going to click the two lines we're having or getting the angle. And then this 45 and 150 degrees, we need to have another line for us to get their angle. So let's click here and here. Another line. Continue with the angle. Click this one and this. So we have the 45 degrees. And last angle. Okay. So for our last 3 points, we're going to click this text and have a text box. Type 1, 1. And we're just going to click anywhere for us to have we can also copy this for our next point, but again to show, it's going to put in text box and write on the coordinates 2.2. click anywhere, and there we have it. Lastly, oh, did I put something wrong? This is for this point. We're just going to interchange them. Move on. Belongs with this. And that's basically it. We have the same measurements, we have the same angles, we have the same length of the line. And if we desire to have it colored, the year was colored, we're just going to click this side of the command, object color. Let's try it. This does not really include in our activity, but I was just going to show you how. Okay, change color. What color you decide what color you want. So I'm just going to select this blue because it is the color in the image. Okay, so we're done. And thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something in our first activity. God bless and bye!